coming in. Now this Immortal's getting focused down by these Stalkers, getting through all those shields, but wisely moving back because a bunch of these Stalkers are really low health. So this one Proxy Pylon doing so much damage for Kowi. Back at home in his base, he's just spending all his money on these Warpins just to keep the pressure on. If he doesn't finish this off very quickly, this could be very bad because Azz does have this robotics facility up. He does have all this extra units. It looks like Kowi has now stopped his aggression, at least for the moment.
Yeah, finally shutting this down for Azz here. This Immortal was super key. The party is over and the Immortal Chaperone has put a foot down. But now we are seeing Kowi retreat all the way to his base. But he's been so aggressive and put all this pressure on, and he's able to crucially force Azz to delay mining and pull all those probes off. So he's in a pretty comfortable position, throwing up that sentry though, worried about a counter push from Azz here, who does have significant usage of those Immortals and was using them so effectively, but warping in more Stalkers and taking his expansion. So Kowi's very heavy investment into that attack has now sent him defensive. He has that sentry out and he's piling his Stalkers up, so he is expecting a counterattack, positioning for it, but it doesn't look like it's going to come from Azz. Azz taking his expansion, using the brief advantage to get a little bit of a macro advantage. So this is going to be a bit of a problem for Kowi, who morphs in more Zealots. Got a little bit of a gas surplus right now, but we are seeing him move out again with these Stalkers, realizing that the counter's not coming and he's got to be a little bit suspect about this expansion. We are seeing him move again with these Stalkers, but no Blink Micro yet. They're outnumbered heavily here, and that Immortal, key to this defense, is sending Kowi packing.
Azz's Observer now floating above this base. He's going to know there's not much going on apart from just mass units for Kowi. More of these Zealots actually back in base. A bunch of these guarding this one sentry as the Stalkers are in the front, just really probing around there, seeing what he can do. But this massive force for Azz really putting any end to any aggression that Kowi wants to do. And Azz is in a good position because he's got his expansion up. Only now is Kowi looking like he's going to get it. I mean, he's starting to put some pylons down there, maybe just some proxy ones to help his warping inability. But really, the longer this goes on, Azz is going to be in great position because these probes are now being flooded. Took a bit of time there, but now being flooded onto this expansion. So the longer this goes on for, Azz is going to be in a great position.
Yeah, Kowi choosing not to get his expansion at all, piling up the units. In a little bit of a precarious situation now because Azz is just defending, going to force the fight onto this ramp. Kowi realizing what's up and is investing that money all in a bunch of Zealots coming in to try and force his way in, but this execution, beautiful force fields going off there, trapping these side units, cannot reinforce, and more Zealots cannot join the party, even their charge being burned, and they cannot close on the units, so that upgrade is basically wasted for this fight. The Zealot charge is on cooldown, and Kowi realizing what's up and has to retreat. As great situation for him, pushing out. He's got all these sentries, bunch of Immortals. Kowi now these Zealot leg charge coming off, closing the distance with these Stalkers, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. These Stalkers coming in, but more reinforcements coming across for Azz, and these Immortals are still standing, the sentries are still standing. Lost a couple of Zealots, a couple of Stalkers, but now he's able to take the fight to Kowi's base, and this whole time Azz's minerals are soaking up. He's in really good shape, and reinforcements cut off by this force field here, and this pylon is going to go down. So Kowi is effectively contained with only 2 Stalkers on the map. Really needs to warp in more units. There we do see a bunch of Zealots, but Kowi calls GG, and Azz is just too strong and just defended way too well with that force field usage.
It looks like Azz has found the solution to these mass Stalkers from Kowi, and he's putting the hurt on now. That's 3 in a row, so off to game 6.
Yeah, 3-2 Azz in this best of 7. Looking forward to the next game.